Right. So yesterday we have seen about, these data types, right? Clear? So today I'll be discuss rest of the data types. Right. So let's go with the hands-on. It's a multi-line comment, we can say, right? Mm. Right. So now I'm talking about, there is a data type called as complex data type. What do you mean by complex data? The data which has a real part and imaginary part is said to be a complex data. So let's suppose I'll be taking C is equal to, C is an identifier where I'm going to take 10 plus 12J. Right. So this is the, by default, the structure of the data which is going to be declared as a complex data. So now firstly, our query is that a complex data or not? Because being a human, we are not able to tell you that, whether the data is complex, which is different from that. So we must understand that, is that a system understand this data as a complex? Yes, absolutely. If we know the type of the C which data is holding, obviously it will be give you the data as, what error is there, any other? Or is that? 1 second. Somewhere, yeah. So this data is called, what? It is complex data. Already system also aware about it. So wherever it is required in order to utilize for these certain operations, you can declare and you can understand that type of the complex data where you are required. Let's go to the next data type, is that none. None is nothing but it's one kind of a data where it will look like void. It is used to fill the missing data. I already told you that when there is a communication is takes place between client and server, when the client doesn't have a data to pass, certain data. So usually you might have come across with landline number, you might not have fax number, you might not have, and passport you might not have, voter ID you might not have. Is that wrong? So there are certain situations where you will be come across with, from the client user interface you have to pass, but you don't have. In terms of functions, we specify none as a parameter such a way that nothing is passing as a parameter. This you think you are going to understand when we deal with the functions concept. Till then, just remember, none is a type of data. N is equal to none. You see, none is a built-in keyword. So if you're trying to print type of data which is holding by the n, it will give you none type. You see, nothing. It doesn't hold any value. Clear? Okay. Right. And next is that binary data, or else you can take binary data. I said, binary data is zeros and ones, where the base is 2. See, there is an ambiguity between decimal data and binary data. In decimal data also there is a range of value from 0 to 9. In binary data also there is a values from 0 to 1. If I write there is a b is equal to 1010. 1010. Right. So what would happen? Is that a computer understand this 1010 as a binary data or decimal data? Obviously, by default, it is a decimal data. If you want, you can print it. B. What data you are going to get? Binary data you are going to get. But whenever you work with a hardware level, firstly, the system has to understand this binary data. To work with a hardware level at a microprocessor level of exposure, that is supposed to declare the binary data B as here this MSB. According to electronics, the leftmost bit is going to be considered as LS, like MSB, most significant bit. Yes or no? Then followed by small b or capital B. Then followed by the binary data. Now you see, if I print B, what this 1010 will be treated as a binary data. This B is going to display 10 as a decimal data because a human can understand only decimal value, right? Yes or no? Therefore, it will be, yeah, you see, output. Clear? Earlier, it was shown as a 1010 because 1010 treated as a decimal data. Now, binary, I'll be make it as 111. You see, what's an output? You are from electronics, right? Who is electronics? EC background. What is the equivalent value of 1111? Decimal value? Binary value is 1111. I'm expecting what is the value for the equivalent decimal value for 1111? Huh? Okay. See, if you don't know the this is binary data, right? 1 1 1 1. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 8 4 2 1. So now 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 is going to be 15. Correct? Now you see the output, what is the output is going to be displayed to you? 15. System also aware that the 1111 is equivalent to the 15. Correct? How do you obtain it? We have to follow the binary number. Numbering system is there, binary number system, which is a base 2. Yes or no? If you have a decimal value, ఇప్పుడు మీరు రివర్స్ తీసుకోండి. రివర్స్ ఏం తీసుకుంటారు ఇప్పుడు? 15. 15 is the decimal value, right? I want to convert this binary 15 in decimal 15 into binary. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి మీరు? ఈ 15 ని 2 తో డివైడ్ చేస్తే 2 7 జా 14, right? Remainder is 1. Yes or no? Okay. Right? 2 3 ja 6. Remainder is 1. 2 1 ja 2 1 ja 2. Remainder is 1. From the bottom, if you take all the remainders into consideration, 1 1 1 1, which is equivalent to the binary equivalent value. Clear? This is a one method where we can convert a decimal data into binary data. There is another method is that, just now I have shown you. So now is that we have a 15. There is a binary number system has, I just now I said, right? 8, 4, 2, 1. 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4 is 16. 2 power 5 is 32. 2 power 6 is 64. 2 power 7 is 128. 2 power 8 is 256. 2 power 8 is 512. Like that, let's keep on increases. Your intention is there is a decimal value is 20. There is a decimal value is 20, right? I want to know equivalent binary value. ఈ నంబరింగ్ సిస్టమ్ లో ఏ వాల్యూస్ ని కలిపితే మనకి 20 అవుతుందో వాటి కింద 1 పెట్టాలి మనం. అంటే 16 + 4 is going to be 20, right? Remaining all are going to be 0. అంటే 20 యొక్క ఈక్వలెంట్ బైనరీ వాల్యూ ఏంటి? 10100. ఇప్పుడు అలాగే 65 చెప్పండి. 64 కింద 1 పెట్టాలి, 1 కింద 1 పెట్టాలి, రిమైనింగ్ ఆల్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు బి 0. 5 zeros. Are you clear? This is how equivalent binary, whatever the large number you can take, we can able to do that. So being a part of the data types, the concern, how do we represent the binary data is that this is the syntax. A 0 followed by the B indicates binary, and whatever you specify here, the corresponding value is going to be repeated. For example, in మనం ఇందాక ఏం చెప్పాం, 1000001. దీని యొక్క ఈక్వలెంట్ డెసిమల్ వాల్యూ ఏంటి? 60. Yes, now you see whether you will get a 65 or not. Yes or no? This is how you are supposed to understand that. Are you clear? Yes, great. Now there is a next data type is the octal data. Yes or no? Octal data. Clear? Octal is nothing but 8, where base 8 is going to have. So now decimal data only the human can understand. Hexadecimal, binary, octal, these are all only at a scientific level, the scientist people are going to use that. Yes or no? Clear? So now I'm going to declare some value 1237. This data is decimal data or octal data? Look like decimal also, because in decimal 0 to 9 values are going to follow or not? Absolutely. To declare the octal data 0 followed by the O, then it will be treated as octal data. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ప్రింట్ చేయండి దీన్ని, print G, it is an equivalent decimal data will be displayed to you, because a human can understand only decimal data. Clear? Yeah, you see 671 is the equivalent decimal data for the octal data called as a 1237. Are you clear? Right. So next is that hexadecimal data. So hexadecimal data, what is the range of values? 0 to 9, and 10 will be equivalent to capital A. Likewise, up to F it will be going. 0 to 15 will be the range of values. The base 16 is going to be the hexadecimal values. Correct? Now, how do we declare hexadecimal value whenever we write a coding? See, flight to computer communication. Within the car, there will be serial communication will be takes place. I2C, we can say. Are you electronics, right? Yes. That communication, your mobile will communicate with the dashboard. Yes or no? Your my to Bluetooth. And within the car itself, there will be electronic control units, ECUs, we can say, isn't it? So there will be lot of wires are going to be there to communicate between different parts of the ECUs of the automotive industry. It can be train, it can be car, or somewhere else. This all communications are going to be takes place in one particular data representation, which is hexadecimal, because the space consumption is very, very less. Are you clear? Let's, I'm going to declare there is a one particular variable to represent the data hexadecimal 0 followed by the x followed by the 1, 2d. The 1, 2d will be in the form of hexadecimal, but I would like to know equivalent decimal value. So then print h. You see, 301 is you are going to get as a equivalent decimal value for the hexadecimal value called as 1, 2d. So what kind of conversations we have seen, whatever types of data representations we have seen, one is decimal, which is mathematically we know, binary, octal, hexadecimal. If you go to the internet to convert between any data to any data, decimal to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to decimal, decimal to octal, octal to decimal, decimal to binary, binary to hexadecimal, binary to decimal. All conversations are completely, it's a mathematical perspective. There is a mathematical approach in order to convert them to the desired data type. So automatically, in process of the coding and decoding does by the computer will be converted. But being a software engineer, you are working as whatever the role at your company, but you should know all these particular fundamentals because inner level of understanding is very important. Yes or no? So if you would like to know how exactly, internally the conversation mathematically takes place, that, you are going to know. So binary, decimal, octal, hexadecimal, number system. So it's a mathematical perspective. It's a completely mathematical approach. How to convert binary to decimal, all this. So I think it's yeah. So if you look at here, there is a number system I've been given. So how to convert, there is a binary number, right? 10101 base 2. I want to convert into a equivalent decimal value. I said, this 1 is 2 power 0, this 0 is 2 power 1, this 1 is 2 power 2, this 0 is 2 power 3, this 0 is 2 power 4. According to that, if you perform like this, such a way that 21 is going to become an equivalent value for that. Clear? The next is that octal number system, which is base 8. So 0 to 7 is the range of values. So 27 is the what is that? Octal value. But now we need a equivalent decimal value. So this is how we are going to convert it. 2247 is a decimal value. All the things are going to be mathematically converted from one form to another form. That all things are not visible to you. Automatically system will does. But how it is doing inside, we must know about it. Are you clear, guys? Yes or no? So please, you take it as an example now. So I'm just going to share this particular thing. I need 4 possibilities. What are the possibilities? So I need, you take 4 possibilities. Now you go. Now I'm just giving an exercise over here. Assignment. One form is, there is a decimal data, which is based in, yes or no? Based in. If you have a decimal data, I want a desired data into binary data. ఎట్లా కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి అది చూసి నాకు ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మీరు 5 మంది డిఫరెంట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసి నాకు ఇది ఒకటి రివర్స్ బైనరీ టు డెసిమల్. నెక్స్ట్ డెసిమల్ టు octal, octal to decimal. Clear? Next, binary to hexadecimal. Hexadecimal to binary. Correct? Or else decimal to hexadecimal, hexadecimal to decimal. ఎన్ని కన్వర్జేషన్స్ నాకు ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఇక్కడ? 1 2 totally 8 times. I need all 8 possibilities. You need to take one example and show me. So with this, all types of data has been completed. Yes or no? You just go up, you can see that you just come to the theory. Numeric, string, boolean, complex, non-binary, octal, decimal, and hexadecimal. All 9 categories of the data we have seen, and unlocked data also we have seen. Now I have shared you this WhatsApp, right? You please take your own examples, right? But binary to decimal, decimal to binary, binary to hexadecimal, hexadecimal, binary, all these possibilities I want. By seeing that particular reference, you have to convert. If you have any doubt, you please ask. So please refer it. So I think time is now 11. You complete. Probably it takes 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you take, complete it and show. So that I'll start on the topic.